first now to properly receive them. Plays an off angle and Hike does not expect it for the world of him. Good start. And also, welcome to M&J. You'll be helping me out for the duration of the cast, as tiziaN helps his team back to an equaliser.
Yeah, that's a shame. I think maxster would probably want to fall away there after that opening pick, but he's got himself into a position where it's just not so easy. Hito, nice response. Okay, all of a sudden, this round's flipped on its head, and desperate rotations round to the B site, but that's not even going to be allowed. They've already lost control of brackets. Very nice recovery from Big after an early disadvantage. Surely no way of losing this one.
It would be rather remarkable for the CTs to wrangle their way back into this round as eraa and adamb, they do at least rotate to the right bomb site in the nick of time. Big, though, again, with this two-man advantage, would have to be very unlucky to get tapped up through the smoke there, but they keep those NIP numbers thin. adamb waits patiently for his smoke to clear towards coffins, but tabseN wants it to clear. He wants more blood, and adamb is first up on the chopping block. Let's turn his head away for a moment, though. adamb cuts it cleanly off as he rejiggles, and as he forces his way towards the bomb site. Still a three-man crossfire, yep. As eraa and adamb now make their way forward. Akito cuts down the first. eraa gets a nice trade, but the bomb is already too far ticked. There's no kit, and it's messy. Yeah, I have a feeling that in a 1 versus 5 towards the A bomb site, nilo might be a little bit overwhelmed, especially with just a deagle here. Can't find the first shot, nor the second. That's a nice 1D onto the AK player. tabseN is just sort of baiting for his support to come in from short. They are really struggling against this Desert Eagle on site. No way does he get another. In fact, no, he doesn't. LNZ does instead. Krimbo looks to stabilize, as there is a 5-7 and an AK making their way up towards long. First spotted by tabseN. He goes trench themselves as maxster begs that somebody swings in long.
Ooh. Flash into short. Krimbo. Thought he might get timing there. Yeah, NIP, they've made a huge mistake giving up that apartment's control. And not only that, but having no one on site to watch the balcony drop. They've cut this way too fine. There's about 10 seconds left on this bomb. They're throwing themselves at it one by one. There's no coordination. There's no trade potential.
1Ds effectively.
Wild
stuff.
And then eraa with an AWP shot. But yeah, that is unreal.
So you know how I was criticizing Big against the pistols? That's not quite what I meant, but it appears they continue their losing ways. Hito, though, quite the opposite. A massive resurgence, fully blind, sprays down nilo, and that's a double entry from the man himself. Hito looking for more, but eventually shut down by adamb, who's now stuck between a rock and a hard place. tiziaN, great swing. As LNZ does a tiny chip of damage through the smoke. Does drop a smoke, though. Cuts off apartments, at least for the moment. But Big, they're looking to waterfall on a gun round. As Hype now edges his way back into brackets to hold off any long rotations.
It's that confidence I was talking about. Don't go for a ballsy play like this unless you feel like you're going to hit your shots. AK's on 4. They have that versatility. eraa does open things
They're
up.
not watching it.
Oh my goodness. That's a perfect diversion, unfortunately. They do a longer fuse on this, though, as one's redeployed. I like this boost. LNZ might get a sightline over the top.
I mean, they've got util as well. Those two flashbangs can help them through this smoke. And the first one is deployed. tabseN is very blind. That's a perfect flash behind him. Twosome. Can eraa land this opening AWP shot? I feel like it's a necessity.
Yeah, he absolutely has to. Hyped on the angle. If eraa decides to walk around here, he could be in some trouble. Minute 15 on this clock. I feel like this is a massive turning point for NIP. Either they start to claw this back and we see a contentious half, or they continue this losing streak and Big go on to double digits and beyond. adamb on the site. It's LNZ through the smoke to support him, though. He try and walk through this? Perhaps not, but eraa still posted, still patient. LNZ picks another. This is huge, but nice trade from Heights. Does give them a little bit of equity back in this.
If tabseN can find this kill, the round's still open, and it very much will be. A single player on this bomb site for now. As nilo towards library. Can he deal with Hyped? Yes, he can. That's a big frag. I have a feeling now it might be the safe call, but tabseN does a killing blow to nilo. Meaning the defense is now split as they have no idea where this bomb is going. There's still time. Molotov should do tick damage onto adamb. Forces him wide. And tabseN gets the headshot. The IG out with a monster 3-gate. As this should well be a 9 for big. Not enough time. No util. Too many corners for maxster to clear. M&J, how does it go so wrong?
Some rounds on the board. Nades raining over. Going to isolate the coffin player. maxster falls right back. LNZ now left on his own on the site. Good trade from tiziaN as Kito drops on the entry. Spamming away to try and find the second man. They know there's no way that this site was solo defended. LNZ keeping as quiet as a mouse in the corner, but tabseN so quick to the trigger. And a man advantage, a bomb site obtained. Could even be another save call here for the Ninjas.
Okay, nilo does at least find a kill back. Height goes down. Classic important piece of the puzzle for Big there as tiziaN waits in this smoke. Is he just going to let them walk past him and then go for the swing? I think that's the play, and it's going to work particularly well. But Krimbo and tabseN, they fire off in tandem. eraa last alive in a 1 versus 2. He's got no time. He's got no util or kit. And tabseN and Krimbo, they've done it again. eraa might not even be allowed to save. tabseN, a good swing, but eraa a better shot. But eraa's only finding... It's already broken, Josh, if I'm perfectly honest with you. I need to call the blacksmith to forge a new one here as nilo finds the chink in Big's armor, does trade things back, and hold on a moment. tiziaN over
the equity in this map whatsoever to have any chance, in my mind, to pull this back. 11 to 2, LNZ back away, runs out of bullets, has to reload, and well, it's the HE to finish off maxster. That's it. They know that NIP have only ever played a double defense here towards the B site, so as soon as they find those opening picks, it's going to be a clean run right through. They'll be able to get this bomb down and lock the Ninjas right. Final round of the half, though. eraa posted up on an angle, but only if they walk into Boiler. They walk right past him. They're not going to have the information. They've been dead silent in the process. And, well, whilst he can arrive at the party, he's fashionably late, and his teammates are dropping like flies. He's going to be flanked, and that's it. Another round that'll go Big's way, surely.
They're looking good for the German side here. They've been running rampant across the map, and Krimbo find another 1 versus 3 clutch for maxster now. As he's cut off by a smoke, tucked in towards Cubby. And there's still post-plant utility for the side of Big. They can throw another smoke towards Long if they want to. Or they can throw some bodies at the affair instead. The second solution.
Back in the... It's going to be a fast play towards the B site, and actually, tabseN's pretty isolated, pretty lonely here, but he's got his teammates coming in straight off the bat.
Okay. This is a very good start for Young Ninjas here. adamb posts another frag, but Krimbo, will he go accounted for? No, he will not. Takes down only one, though. Kito chimes in for another, but eraa mows him down with a Glock spam, leaving just poor old tabseN in a 1 versus 3. Checks middle, doesn't realise there is still a man in nilo there, charges forward, cluster and damage comparison. Big's on the flip side, significantly better as hold on a minute, nilo manages to take balcony as Height and tiziaN manage to find 3. How are they coming out on top of that engagement? As Kito, no way does he find eraa, all down to adamb now in a 1 versus 2. Does have a little bit of utility to expend, and he does also hear the short side player. Kito, very low, needs to be so careful, does get mowed down, but oh no, the molly! It's the molly to get him as tabseN gets a free defuse, and Big will find 14, a 10-round lead, and 2 from closing.
They got good positions. It really comes down to whether tabseN can rotate in time. 20 seconds left. Young Ninjas have to commit to this A hit, and a very well-timed molly from Krimbo to keep them at an arm's length. Kito and tabseN make things palatable. And now it's 3v3. Last hurrah towards the bomb site.
Use code CCT for a 10% deposit bonus and a free 70 cent to play with if you're a new user. Scroll down below to the banner in our stream description to find out more. Open cases, upgrade skins, but do remember that is also gambling, so don't gamble if you're under 18, and don't gamble with more than you can afford to lose, as it is simply not worth it. But Young Ninjas might have had the right gamble here as they charge towards this bomb site. Oh, nilo! He's done it again!
Man. Oh man, give him a deagle, wind him up and watch him go. A 5v3 now, post plant, but they need to hold this down. They can't be left behind towards the ramp, and there's only 35 seconds left on this. So they do need to go and grab it and make a decision, but for Big, they have no idea what that decision is going to be. So they're going to have to just hold this 2-2 defense line as well. Confirmation that it's going to be a hit towards the B sites. The rotations will come in, but Keto's not stayed alive for long enough there. Leaves it all down to the FAMAS of tabseN, who's good for one, but the trade is there. tiziaN, what a shot. This is now a doable retake.
Man, the Deegs have been absolutely deadly today as tiziaN forces his way towards Nilo's position. Nilo cannot afford to give this kill up. He cannot give another to the dastardly Deagle. But he's walking towards it. It's an opportunity for tiziaN. Will not be taken as Krimbo has been bought time to rotate in through CT as well. He's now got a backup plan. They need to trade this one out. Might not need the trade.
Please, I pray to the Counter-Strike gods that we see him find a kill with it. I just want to hear someone scream, ah! Well, oh yeah, right at the start, but I want another one.
Ah! That's a collateral. Max has just found a 1-bullet collateral on the AK for those pistol swingers. Looking for more. Arming up a bit of cash money is... Oh, he's just given.
Last time we saw him here, he got 2 kills. He stayed alive for ages, allowed rotations to come in. This time around, just as impactful. He's dropped the bomb. His teammates coming in. Oh, this is perfect. This is it. This is map over. Surely. nilo, the man of the hour, but has so much to do here to try and pull this back. He's got his teammate maxster to support him, but a 5v2, the bomb in no man's land being held down by tiziaN. And as the smoke fades, tiziaN will take out his backup. It's all on nilo. He's 22-14. He's had an incredible map, but a 1v5 maybe a little too tall an order. Flash in. nilo looking to take a fight, but there it is. Hype will finish off the job. 16-7. Yeah, don't bet anything that you'll be upset to lose.
Saw a hamster yesterday. R.I.P. man.
Saw a hamster put on a roulette wheel. They just spun it.
Oh no.
It was all dizzy. Oh, this is lovely from Big. This is a brilliant start on the pistols. Okay, trades are good. And all of a sudden, this could go either way. The Clocks are still fighting for this as well. I thought post-plant they'd want to try and fall away, but they're continuing to take these gunfights.
Remain as healthy as they started this round as they waltz into a barrage of pistols. But Keto clears his corners nicely, lands a one-tap. And maxster with just a USP looks to be the first man above this smoke. Realizes he doesn't particularly want to go for this. He'd prefer to be a sacrifice that gets traded, but Hyped has just landed a stunner of a shot onto eraa. And the cleanup begins. This is just a complete mop-up now. And wow, okay, he doesn't even see the full extent of nilo and still bangs him through the wall. USB gets nothing done, and the round is flawless.
Yeah, not bad at all hit from Big. Something better into this one, but he doesn't have the support around him.
Oh, Keto, stop it. Another stunning entry as LNZ does at least fire back with a Desert Eagle. Doesn't matter who he's up against, what weapon he's up against. Keto's first shots this series have been nothing short of sensational, Josh. As into the 3v3 we go. This is one of the better chances that Young Ninjas have had at winning a round so far. But still, that SMG, it's going to be a problem. And now there is no SMG, as the problem was so grave, he gets bodied with a single shot. eraa finally landing some of his own, though. Connects the first, but has 2 more to deal with. Edging his way around the smoke. Does he go for the elevated angle? No. Instead, a no-scope comes through. Now a 1v1. It's possible. Low ammunition for tiziaN. Just 2 bullets left.
This map. M4's out. AWP on eraa once again. This time, Hype still have one of his own. adamb, spamming away through the smoke. Does find it first. Takes a few tags. Jumping around. Dodging the bullet. Matrix style, but it's Hype to trade it. Watching around the edges of that smoke. Expecting a peek. Tag onto maxster. eraa needs to bite back. He's missed the key shot. And all of a sudden, the floodgates open again.
Oh, maxster, that is a good trade, though. Nice headshot on the aggressing Keto, finally going down without another mischievous entry kill to the site itself. But Krimbo, great spray. nilo removed the top fragger of the previous map as Krimbo does even more damage with an HE. It's just criminal at this point, Josh. What they're getting away with as LNZ can barely get away with his life.
I don't even think he will here. Trying to back off, 28 HP, but his cross being held. The smoke won't cover the entire gap, and tiziaN, aware that he might be trying to play through this.
A tournament for them. Again, no Apex, no 9 making it through to the semis as Krimbo ensures that LNZ won't be making much of a mark in this round either. Nilo and adamb, they're going hunting. maxster finds the frag onto tabseN though. The Knight is ready to receive them with his AWP. Back for more. Wow. So clean. As it's a 4v2, and I he's running hyped. He's back for more. And they keep giving him kill after kill. maxster on the FAMAS clinging onto it.
NIP are actually slightly better on their CT side. So it's not like you've got this silver lining of, oh, it's okay, we had a bad half on our defense, but we're really, really good on our attack or anything like that. adamb looking to get aggressive here towards Ivy, but he's already lost his teammate under a bit of pressure here. Does take one. There's a follow-up. That's exactly what he needs, but still doable here for the Germans.
Yeah, Big have not let anything like this phase them so far. Why would they let it get to them now? As Hype rounds the corner, rounds the jaw of LNZ. 2 versus 2. And there is no time to rest for Young Ninjas. Not a moment of respite. It's God. They push the smoke with a flash, but Hype isn't blind. eraa desperately scanning for a trade frag, and he will find one in the midst of the carnage. Krimbo now, what's the game plan? He's got a single smoke to wheel, and he puts it up to execute at least half of a wall. eraa readjusts his own position, but no! Where's he off to? Okay, he's fallen back to middle. Krimbo not giving up anything, but he surely must have realised that that smoke was thrown from the top of ramp. It looked like he was nervous about a rear flank for a moment there. Krimbo, 35 seconds to play with, a winnable 1 versus 1, but the bomb now, I believe, in the sight line of eraa.
No,
not quite.
He's not holding it.
Oh,
this is bizarre.
Okay. This is a round.
Krimbo now knows where eraa is as well, right? Krimbo's just thrown that flash. He's pretty aware that he's around there somewhere.
But there's not really any point singling out any individual on NIP because they're all performing much below par. And eraa, he's been playing okay, but that clutch again, just such an awkward ordeal as Hyped. Makes things awkward again for adamb. Cuts him off through the edge of the surface. And with this, another 4v4 ensues. And if Big can win a 2v3, you bet they can win another 4v4. They're 9-0 right now. And bearing in mind, Young Ninjas beat X-Heat on this map yesterday. Another tier 1.5 team, at least towards the end of their tenure. As a smoke deployed by the CT side will allow them a little bit of wriggle room. Down goes tiziaN, caught fumbling. But Hype is still alive and kicking, and that is such a good shot! My God, Hype! Nilo, though, above the boxes, not actually the man to find the frags. eraa, LNZ, 1 apiece, and by God, it's a defuse. Do they have enough time? I believe they do. Young Ninjas, yes, finally the first versus Big, and 16-3 versus Apex. It's just...
I think it really is playstyles. It really, really is playstyles.
Oh,
you know,
hello. Speaking of...
You know, Apex have got those same kind of flary individuals as Big have got, where they're just happy to sort of send out the firing squad. A lot of experience on that roster as well. Oh, wow. tiziaN, big openings, but good trades from maxster. Okay. I thought that middle might get overwhelmed there, but maxster's held down the fort nicely. I said that needs to be the start of better things to come, and so far they've delivered on that promise.
Yeah, Max has actually got a positive KD now, which is a lot considering a 9-1 scoreline. And just how drastic the rest of his team's performances have been. Now Big on the flip side. Hyped is 15-6. He is vibing, to say the least. Peter not quite as impressive as the previous map, but he doesn't have to be, in all honesty. The rest of his team are picking up the slack. Krimbo and Hyped, the dynamic duo of youngsters, playing exactly how and where they need to across this entire ordeal, but it is this time tabseN and Hyped in the 2 versus 4, looking to continue dealing killing blows to a very walking wounded Young Ninjas.
Good molly, it'll force adamb back, and he's actually taking a lot of damage from that fire as well. tabseN, chance to get this bomb down, big kill from nilo, uncharacteristic miss from Hyped, but does manage to follow up. And now 2v1, 15 seconds on this clock. He's got a chance to retrieve this bomb. It's a little out in the open, but they don't really have the util to deny this plant. In fact, they do have a HE. That's going to be popped over the top from the mess.
Yeah, I feel like Vertigo more than many is a very
Ooh.
tough map to get started on when you're down, but Nilo disagrees. tabseN finally to trade. What a spray down there into towards middle as tabseN somehow gets 2 with the Galil on his own. Krimbo now with a Tech 9 in a 1 versus 3. Does have a low HP player in Nilo to deal with. Oh, I'm actually on for the ace here, but it'll be LNZ. Not to find the kill! Krimbo, no way! A 1v1, and era's not exactly been the best in clutches so far. Problematic decision-making as Krimbo does have a problem in the sense that he has 13 HP and no rifle.
He's got so much time.
But
This
yeah,
is the thing. He's got dead
5.
silent. Era has absolutely no idea where he is right now. And at the moment, he's focused on the B stairs. But in a few seconds' time, he's going to start being worried about the flank. He's going to start being worried about the idea that Krimbo's maybe just sat towards the B stairs, hoping for some kind of aggression and waiting out that time. And this is where things get really, really complicated. It all comes down to timing.
It's a gun. Krimbo can pick up an AK here.
Oh, era's read this well.
Oh, that's a great bottom of A ramp, and tabseN is in a precarious position.
Oh.
adamb, blinded, still gets a quick one.
I'm really surprised he wins that fight, to be honest. Era turning the flash. What a shot on retort, though. Oh, my goodness. Following up with an nade. The smoke will give him a little bit of safe passage to try and get out of there. Krimbo with a big kill. They know that Era's still here towards the sandbag somewhere. There's Krimbo to take care of business. Hype follows up with another. I thought that having an AWP here might be a bit of a contingency. That's not the case. He's good for the entries onto the bomb site. Man advantage in their favor as well. Minute on this clock. Flash will delay the retake as the bomb starts to work its way up. Krimbo planting it incredibly open. Hype, you need to provide that support there. It is. Bit of cover. Nilo starts to aggress, man. Disadvantage, not for long.
Hyped has an over 2 KD right now, though, but no, as I set him up for greatness, he will fall down to the fray. No, LNZ, I think Neil is a perfectly lovely name.
I want Barry Scott's DJ my birthday party. You get me in touch with him?
I mean, yeah. Krimbo, in the meantime, getting back in touch with just unlimited fragging for the side of Big right now. Krimbo also has an over 2 KD. As I said, the dynamic duo of youngsters looking sensational on the server. tabseN, I mean, I can hardly say rolling back the years. This man's been fragging as an IGL for yonks now. maxster, for the first time in this map, tries to pull off a rear flank, and Krimbo is waiting for him. There is no way they've read this so well. Knife him. Ah, boring. 1v4 now for Nilo, though. And, yeah. Not gonna happen. I'm calling it early. The nade is good, but so is tiziaN. Just needs to stay alive. As the U2 continues to reign in.
Win this. That's how convinced they are that this one's already a done deal. I have a little more hope for the young ninjas to pull back something here. We'll see. It's Keto in the corner. USP. Oh, only good for one. Okay. Decent start. Fast trade from maxster.
There are too many targets there to find more than a single. As Hypes now singles himself out towards white box. Young ninjas still looking to execute towards B here. The first smoke rains on over. And now support from tiziaN. A potential for a very clean bait and switch setup. maxster looked like he was ready to retreat there for a moment. As tabseN does not want to stand down. He doubles up in the pistol, and Nilo only good for the single trade. 2 versus 3. They do have a little bit of a sandwiching going on. Maybe they catch tabseN off guard here, as maxster certainly catches those two off guard, but runs out of ammo. It's a mess as tiziaN pursues. Bomb on maxster as maxster finds
Here, but yeah, they're cool. I want one. I want one. Well,
speaking of trouble, look at that smoke on the bottom of your minimap. That is not landed where intended, Josh.
Oh, look, yeah, it still does it. I was wondering if the bug was still a thing, right? It is. You throw smoke off the map, it just kind of pops off of the map. Lovely stuff from Keto, though. Brilliant double. Pincer in from middle. Nilo has had an incredible map again. He was amazing on the first map of Inferno, despite the fact that they got destroyed. Here on Vertigo, he's sitting 18 and 6. He's still at the top of the score.
Stars, along with Krimbo. It's good pickups here for Big, and I'm pretty sure at least one of them started their journey in Big Academy, a testament to how Academy projects can work wonders.
Yeah, they both did.
Yeah, as LNZ On the academy of the opposite side, bags a nice headshot. Look at the game of trading here. It does come out on top in the end for Young Ninjas. maxster though on just a beat 50. Oh no, it's so messy. It was a freebie. No weapon out. Leaves just nilo with a 1v2.
Well, if there's anyone I'd want in this situation, it certainly would be this man, but he's on 38 points of health. Scrap that. Make it 13. Unlucky for some, but for nilo wants to try and play above this smoke. Gets up on top of the box, but tabseN, once they develop a little bit further, I think Big can be right up at the top of tier 1 again. Give it a year or so. We'll see. I might be made to eat my words. Hype Krimbo. Proving my point, though. Absolute demons.
Oh my. It's decimation across the board as even the wallbang spams are enough from Hyped. 1 versus 4 for LNZ. Best of degrees, and again, that's why teams like Monty, like Apex, the real grinders went so far at the major. They just had so much confidence in themselves, so much experience under their belts, and it was near impossible to stop them, but nilo's going to give his damn best chance over to the rest of his team, but unfortunately he's already been removed, and just pistols. This is the last round. This is the last round, Josh. They brought pistols into the 21st, and will be leaving likely with heads in hands.
tabseN. Oh man. Yeah, this is it. This is it. Big are your